The other thing I wanted to show you today is a tool that I think is probably the best way for normal people who are running businesses or even starting personal projects to actually create and deploy AI agents. So this is a tool called Lindy, and it's Lindy.ai if you haven't tried it already. And all you have to do basically is tell it what you want and it will build you your agent. So for example, you could say, I want to build an agent that watches my email for purchases. I don't know why I'm typing. Purchases and categorizes them as an expense. If it's a business expense, add it to a Google Sheet so I can make doing my income and outbound expenses much easier. Okay, then all you have to do, press this button, and then Lindy is actually going to plan out how it's going to create this agent for you. Here we go. Great. I hope you create an agent that monitors your email for purchases and categorize business expenses into a Google Sheet. To get started, you'll need to click Build the Agent, which will take you to the Flow Editor where you can set up your email expense tracker together. Sounds great. We click Build Agent. I'm going to come to this screen. Now, if you've ever used any sort of automation tool, it might have a canvas editor here. So you can see, you might be familiar with this, where you add a node, add an action, add a loop, condition, etc. But now you can do all of this just through natural language with the Lindy agent builder. So you can see here, it's our conversation. It's now going ahead and trying to build this agent for us. It says, perfect. I can see you want to build an agent that monitors your email for purchases and categorizes them into a Google Sheet. Email provider, Google Sheet, and business. These are three questions. We're going to be using Gmail. We're going to say, no, you can help me create one. This is for the Google Sheet question. And the business expense criteria, how should the agent determine if a purchase is a business expense versus personal? I work as a digital consultant and educator. So can expense software stuff and travel to clients. How about that? Let's do that. Press enter. And then it's going to go actually just start building this for us. So here is a comparison that until now, you'd have to go on Fiverr, find someone who knows a tool like Zapier or Make, speak to them. You'd have to try and think what workflow that it is you want doing. You have to go and write down a job description, give some like an idea on budget. Usually going to be like $100 plus an hour for somebody good. But now you can just use Lindy and it will do it for you in just a couple of minutes. So here we go. Perfect. Let me confirm the workflow. I'll build you for your email expense tracker. Please confirm if I understand your workflow correctly. When an email is received, let me just see if I can zoom in here a bit so you can see it. When an email is received, Gmail email, if the email contains a purchase-related content, analyze if it's a business expense, software traffic to clients. Here we go. This is that. The agent will monitor your Gmail for purchase receipts, use AI to categorize it, automatically log it into a Google Sheet. That sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. Okay. Zoom out and you can see it go to work. Now, if you haven't tried something like this before, or if it's the first time seeing it, then this is the future. If you are a technically capable person, if you could do this, if you know like a high level idea of what you want done, and you know like what software you use, for instance, and where you need to get and push that information, then you can build an agent. You can now build an agent. It's as simple as that, which if you think about the different jobs this could potentially augment, replace, capabilities you can add within your business. There we go. We've already done it. It says use 27 credits, which is a tiny amount, 31. And we've said this. Perfect. I've built your email expense tracker. You can see this here. Now I need to configure the final step where your expenses are logged into your spreadsheet. I need you to choose which spreadsheet to use for logging your business expenses. You can create one or use a spreadsheet that will be created by the agent. The agent will create a new business expense spreadsheet or use an existing one. Say, you create one, please, and press enter. And you can see actually what the flow looks like here. So email received, analyze business expense. If it's a business expense, log to the sheet. Pretty simple, but people pay a lot of money to have that done, or people spend a lot of time to do that manually, which is now no longer needed. So here's what it's doing. You can see the steps and you can actually dive into them. If you open this up, you can see what it's thinking. Look at its internal monologue. It's now configuring the spreadsheet. It's fetching the field values. Okay, now it's adding the category fields, like the description, amount, category, vendor, email, subject reference, adding a notes field. Now it's updating the agent to tell the agent that these are the fields that you need to update. And you got a live run of the credits it's using. Again, this is like a fraction of the cost that it will cost you to pay someone to do this for you. There you go, viewing the agent, finishing the node configuration. And in just a couple of minutes, we should actually be done. It checks its own work as well, which is great. You can obviously stop it at any time if you think it's going wrong. Again, it found an issue, it's fixing it. If you see the screen move just on the right-hand side there, it's actually clicking into something and then updating it and then refreshing the screen. It's found the issue, continue to repair it. Okay, so it might actually be in a bit of a loop, maybe. Oh, it might have actually fixed it. So you can see there's the same message over and over here, like update agent again. So it fixed its own issue. It tried 5 times and ended up actually fixing it. And now our email expense tracker agent is ready for use. So the workflow, watch your email, analyze the email, it's created the spreadsheet, and it's logging the expenses. And these are the expense categories it's done. So now if you want to go and test it, let's zoom out so we've got some more screen space. You could run a test, send an email over, and then it will test it. Okay, if you wanted to deploy it, you just press deploy, and then it's ready to go, and it will keep on scanning your emails for new expenses and then categorizing them for you. So that's Lindy. It's probably, I think, the best way for normal people to get into building AI agents, AI employees, whatever you want to view them as. And I love the tool. Let me know what you build with it. And that is it. That